What are these? They come in a package. Huh. Maybe it's a toothpick. Get that little piece of green out of my teeth here. Maybe it's a hair accessory. Beard accessory. I just kind of put it like this and wind it up. Maybe it's a back scratcher. Ugh, feels good. No, these are trees. We have got 80 trees to plant. So I buy all native tree seedlings. We're in the Carolinian forest region here. So I have 4 species. Can you name the 4 species that I have here? I'll give you 10 seconds. Write them down. Okay. This one. My favorite. This is the sugar maple. It tastes like tree. Not sweet at all. This one. It's a birch. But there's lots of different kinds of birch. And they're all colors. There's the black birch, the gray birch, the yellow birch, the blue birch, the sweet birch, the paper birch, the magenta birch, the fuchsia birch. Nah, I'm kidding. This is the white birch. These ones are pretty big. I'm putting the roots down the ground, and it comes right about here on me. So I'm about 6'2.5". So these are probably 4 feet high. These are a red oak. And the last one I got here, I'm going to show you close. Huh. What color is that? And these are pretty popular in Canada because of the color. It is the red maple, sometimes called the soft maple. All of these trees are deciduous. Now, what's deciduous mean? So deciduous, very simply, is these trees grow their leaves in the spring and then they fall off in the fall or the autumn. So they lose their leaves in the fall. And this happens every year. Grow them in the spring, lose them in the fall. Grow them in the spring, lose them in the fall. This is a coniferous tree. So I didn't get any of these to plant, but this is from one of ours around the house. So these coniferous have needles, and they stay on the tree all year long. So, some of the characteristics of these trees. This is the red maple, commonly referred to as the soft maple. These are a fairly quick growing maple. They will live for 75 to 100 years. That is old. They grow about 25 meters tall max. And did you know that the sap out of these red maple trees is half as sweet as the sugar maple? So, yeah, definitely half as sweet. This is the sugar maple. Its Latin name is Acer sacrum. So these are a hard wood, and we use these trees for maple sugar. They grow up to 35 meters tall. This is the white birch. These trees are very quick growing. They will grow anywhere. They only get to be about 12 meters tall, and at about 50 years old, they're kind of done. And the Latin name is Betula populifolia. Say that 3 times quick. Betula populifolia. Betula populifolia. White birch. So, the red oak. This tree will grow up to 25 meters tall. It has acorns, which are not really great to eat. Apparently they're fairly bitter when they're raw, and it can kill cows. So don't feed them to your cows. The Latin name this one is Quercus rubra. This wood is durable and has a beautiful grain. So there's lots of reasons for growing trees. I put mine in a windbreak in the fence rows. And this is to stop the wind from blowing away topsoil. Because the wind will hit the trees and then it'll diminish. And there won't be any topsoil carried away. Because I need topsoil to grow crops. But you know, trees are good for humans. Trees suck up carbon dioxide and they breathe out oxygen. And we need oxygen to live. And also it's good for the wildlife. Birds can build their nest up here. Deer can lay under here as a shelter. Other animals like squirrels or coons could eat the acorns or whatever else the trees grow. Maybe it's a fruit tree, whatever. And trees are just nice to look at. And maybe a kid will want to climb this tree. Maybe build a tree house in here. We use a lot of firewood. Once these trees grow up, maybe they die, or maybe we cut them down, chop them up, heat my house. If you want to build something, let's say wood floor, a cabinet, a baseball bat, anything like that, we can use wood in building. So there's lots of uses. What kind of uses do you think a tree can be used for? This is called a bare root sapling. Can you see any dirt on there? Not one bit. Hence the term bare root. And there are no leaves on this sapling yet. So that means it's been dormant. So I have the saplings in a bucket of water before we plant them, just to keep their roots damp. And then there's several ways to plant a tree. Here's my shovel here. This is called a round nose shovel. So as you can see, it's got a rounded nose on the point. Trees are only worth between $1.50 and $2.50 each. Let me put her in. So you have to be careful when you're planting sapling that you don't go too far up the trunk. So right about at this node, right here is where you want to put the dirt. Just above the last root. So you put the dirt in. Cover it. You hold it straight because you don't want a crooked tree. And then I pack it down with the heel of my boot. I'll just step that down so that there's no air pockets. I'll put a little more dirt on top of that. A little bit of root showing. Okay, tree. It's your turn to grow. Show me what you got. Oh no! Those weren't tree saplings. They were lightsabers. I was supposed to train 80 Jedi Knights. Oh. May the 4th be with you. Subscribe for more videos.